Good morning, students. Welcome to the class on advanced organic reagents. We were discussing palladium catalyzed coupling reactions. We will discuss Heck coupling and Negishi coupling in this class. Please take this example. We can prepare even heterocyclic systems very easily with the Heck coupling reaction. When we look at the regioselectivity of Heck coupling reactions, mostly this regiochemistry is dominated by sterical crowding. The regiochemistry of Heck coupling is dominated by sterical crowding. For example, when we look at this coupling reaction, so here triphenylphosphine is to convert this palladium 2 to palladium 0. Base is used to pick up the hydrohalous acid, hydrochloric acid, hydrobromic acid. Here the product it is not a disubstituted alkene, it is a trisubstituted because the alkene is already having two substituents. So when we have trisubstituted alkene, then how do we look at the stereochemistry? How do we look at the stereochemistry? So this, as I said, stereochemistry or in this case regiochemistry is dominated by steric effects. What are these steric effects and how they influence Heck coupling reactions? Now we will take some examples and we will discuss them. In these alkenes, see, we will come one by one. Here we have an electron withdrawing group. This alkene is having electron withdrawing group. When electron withdrawing groups are there, see this is delta minus, this is delta plus. Now, when we look at the regiochemistry, the palladium will approach this carbon with 100% selectivity. Palladium will approach this carbon with 100% selectivity because it is sterically crowded, because it is already having a substitution. Now, when we have dialkyl groups, the selectivity will be reduced. Of course, here it will be delta plus. Am I writing it in a different way? Sorry, it should be delta minus, it should be delta plus, right? Of course, palladium reagents are nucleophiles, so they will approach this carbon. The charges are satisfied and it is less sterically crowded, so we will get 100% regioselectivity here. But in this case, you see we have electron releasing group as well as electron withdrawing groups. Of course, charges are satisfied, but because of the increased spherical crowding, now the selectivity will be reduced here. Of course, this carbon is less sterically crowded compared to this carbon, but still the selectivity is reduced. Of course, palladium will approach this carbon, but the selectivity is reduced. Now, when we look at this example, it is not a perfect electron withdrawing group like CO2Me. So here, of course, among phenyl and methyl groups, methyl group is less sterically crowded. So palladium reagent will approach this carbon, but see, the charges are not well satisfied because it is not a perfect withdrawing group. So here, the selectivity is even more decreased. Here we have electron releasing group, because palladium will only approach the less sterically crowded carbon. So palladium will approach this carbon, but with a less selectivity. Why? Yes, charges are not satisfied. This is partially negatively charged system, right? The charges are not satisfied here, right? So when we have substitution, obviously first point to remember, palladium will approach less sterically crowded carbon, and second point, if the substituent is electron withdrawing group, we will have 100% selectivity, and if with increase in number of substituents, selectivity will come down. If the mono substituent is electron releasing group, then also the selectivity will come down. Now we will look at the stereochemical outcome of this reaction. First, aryl halide will undergo oxidative addition to palladium, then it undergo syn addition, insertion. So when it undergoes syn insertion, it will add to this carbon methyl hydrogen, of course this phenyl group, and the palladium. They will have syn syn addition, because methyl and phenyl are both side. So we must have phenyl here, hydrogen here. So this is the first prepared complex. Okay, this is the R group. When we have given general mechanism, this is the R group. Then first, because it is a syn insertion, palladium and phenyl will be on the same side. Then methyl and phenyl both are on same side here, so they must be same here. Then what will happen? It will undergo a rotation in such a way the hydrogen becomes syn to palladium, so that it will have beta hydride elimination. So in order for that, we have only one hydrogen here. Okay, so there is no option for this for us. So we need to rotate in a counterclockwise direction, so that what will happen? Hydrogen will occupy this place. In that process, phenyl becomes like this, then methyl becomes like this. Of course, we have phenyl group here, hydrogen here, and palladium 2 complex here. Then it undergoes beta hydride elimination, hydrogen and palladium, and it generates a double bond. This side we have phenyl and hydrogen, and on the other side, see, methyl and hydrogen are on the same side, phenyl and phenyl are on the same side. So this is how we can predict the stereochemical outcome of the reaction. So first we need to write this syn addition, then rotate it for proper beta hydride elimination, then phenyl phenyl same side, hydrogen methyl same side. Now I'll give you one more example. Here the stereochemistry can be easily predicted because it is a monosubstituted alkene. So CO2Me hydrogen, we have hydrogen groups here. So phenyl and palladium 2 will be on the same side. Now here we have two hydrogens. So we will rotate in such a way it should get minimum spherical repulsions. So here we don't have option. We have only one hydrogen, but here we have options. So we can rotate it clockwise or anti-clockwise. So we will rotate in counterclockwise so that this hydrogen becomes here, this hydrogen becomes here, then phenyl becomes here, hydrogen, CO2Me, then palladium. Right? In this case, we have flexibility. Okay, but in this case, we don't have flexibility. We need to rotate it in counterclockwise only. So in this case, we have flexibility so that we have rotated in such a way the resulting compound gets minimum spherical repulsions. Because CO2Me and pH both are on opposite side, we will get E product. So in a shortcut, if the alkene is monosubstituted, go for E double bond. If the alkene is monosubstituted, go for the E double bond. If the alkene is disubstituted, 1,2 disubstituted, then the prediction of stereochemistry is not that easy. We must write these two intermediates, then only we can predict the stereochemistry of the alkene. Ammonium chloride is generally used as a phase transfer catalyst. When we use inorganic bases, ammonium chloride is generally used as a phase transfer catalyst. In this case, the product is a cyclization, the triple bond, it is a cyclization. This reaction is called Larock annulation. Larock annulation. Now we will discuss about palladium catalyzed cross coupling reactions with organometallic reagents. Generally, we use alkynyl organometallic reagents or aromatic organometal. M means for metal. Organometallic reagents. When we use zinc, aluminium, zirconium, these are called as Negishi coupling reactions. When we use boron, it is called as Suzuki coupling. When we use tin, it is called Stille coupling. When we use copper, it is called as Sonogashira coupling. Now we will look at the general mechanism of these organometallic reagents with palladium reagents. Of course, the active catalyst is palladium 0. Then it undergoes oxidative addition with the alkyl halide. So this is oxidative addition. Then it reacts with organometallic reagent. Organometallic reagent will undergo transmetallation. So this metal will take the halogen. Metal will take the halogen. Then alkyl group will be transferred to palladium. So alkyl group from organometallic reagent is now transferred to palladium. That is why it is called transmetallation. So the product is, of course, as I said, it is a it is just a transmetallation R dash. Then it undergo isomerization. Generally it will undergo cis 2 trans isomerization, because R and R dash must couple with each other. So it will undergo isomerization so that it becomes R dash. R and R dash become cis to each other. Then it undergo reductive elimination so that it generates the product R and R dash. So it is a general mechanism. Palladium 0 is the active catalyst. It undergoes oxidative addition. First step is common. Then we are using transmetallation because we are using organometallic reagent. Alkyl group will be transferred from organometallic to palladium. So it is called transmetallation. Then it undergoes cis trans isomerization, then reductive elimination. So the overall process is oxidative addition, transmetallation, cis trans isomerization, followed by reductive elimination. So this mechanism is common for all these coupling, Negishi coupling, Suzuki coupling, Stille. So this is common for all these coupling reactions.